Today's video is about the overhauling of the generator engine turbocharger. Make a match mark before the disassembly. Loosen the bolts on the compressor casing on the securing strap. Remove the cartridge group lube oil pipe. Remove the compressor casing. Loosen the securing straps nuts on the turbine casing. Make a match mark between the casing. Remove the bearing casing complete. Fix on the dismantling tools. Loosen the compressor well. Remove the compressor well. Loosen the diffuser screw. Remove the diffuser. Make a mark. Loosen the bearing cap screw. Use the screw as pushing tool to remove the bearing cap. Remove the bearing cap. Make a mark and remove the sealing disc. Loosen the screw of the cartridge group. Use the screw as pushing tool. Tighten the screw. Make a mark. Remove the cartridge complete. Remove the shaft. Remove the interior wall. Clean the cartridge group. Check one by one the condition. Check the bearing or compressor and bearing flange. Check the auxiliary bearing condition. Check the truss bearing condition. Check the truss ring condition. Check the bearing condition on the turbine and bearing flange. Check the diffuser. Clean the cartridge housing. Clean the turbine well. Clean the interior wall. Mount the removing tool for the nozzle ring. Remove the nozzle ring. Remove the rupture ring. Remove the gasket. Make a match mark before the disassembly. Remove the gas outlet flange. Clean the turbine well. Continue. After cleaning all parts, check one by one the condition. Check for any abnormal wear or any crack. After the cleaning and ready for assembly, first mount the interior wall. Mount the first piston ring on the shaft. Mount the second piston ring on the bearing cap. Mount the shaft. Mount the turbine and bearing flange. Mount the screw to check the screw position. Mount the truss ring. Mount the truss bearing and check the dowel position. Mount the auxiliary bearing. Mount the auxiliary bearing pushing tool. Tighten the pushing tool up to stop. Remove the pushing tool. Mount the compressor and bearing flange. Mount the screw. Tighten with the desired tightening torque as per instruction manual. Mount the sealing disc. Mount the bearing cap. Mount the screw. Tighten the screw. Mount the compressor well. Tighten the compressor well slowly. Turn every after tighten to check the rotation is free. To avoid shaft, piston ring broken or damaged. Took up measurement and record the result. Check the axial and radial clearances. Then check on the instruction manual the data result. Mount the diffuser and tighten. Mount the O-ring. Mount the gas outlet flange. Check the match mark before the disassembly. Tighten by 2 nuts. Mount the rupture ring. Mount the nozzle ring. Make sure it's properly set. Mount the bearing casing assembly into the turbine casing. Check the match mark before the disassembly. Clean the per-tear silencer. Fix the securing strap on the turbine casing. Mount the compressor casing. Fix the securing strap on the compressor casing. Tighten the securing straps bolts. Measure the clearance on both sides, the compressor and turbine side. Mounted back the turbocharger to the generator engine. Fix the cartridge group lobe oil pipe. Fix the turbine casing nuts. Fix the exhaust pipe flange. Tighten the bearing casing fixing screw. Tighten the nuts on turbine casing. Tighten the compressor casing flange bolts. Mount the compressor filter silencer. Mount the turbine casing cover. Carry out generator engine running test. Turning the engine. Open the air valve. Open the diesel valve. Air blowing the engine. Start the engine. Check for any abnormal sounds. Check for any vibration. Check for any leaks. And that's all for today's video, guys. Thank you very much for watching.